one man and left a woman suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. The Rockcastle County Deputy Coroner has confirmed the deceased male as 25-year-old Alex Hilton of Flat Gap. The female victim, we have now learned, is with child and fighting for her life at UK Hospital. The Cabinet for Families and Children responded to assist with a child at the residence, and everyone involved in the incident lived at the residence in Flat Gap. Rockcastle County Sheriff Shannon Franklin states the investigation is ongoing with Kentucky State Police, Rockcastle and Madison EMS, Mount Vernon Police Department, and the Rockcastle County Coroner's Office. Well, a fire that began Tuesday evening in Lexington at the Hamburg at-home location caused shoppers and employees to evacuate the store. Multiple emergency units were called on scene to tend to the blaze, which, according to shoppers on scene, began in the back of the home decor store. Fire officials have classified the incident as incendiary, and the investigation is ongoing. If you have any information related to the at-home fire, officials say to contact the arson tip line at 859-231-5672, or you can email those tips to arsontips@lexingtonky.gov. Well, around 12:30 p.m. yesterday, Livingston Fire and Rescue responded to a single vehicle accident with entrapment on Red Hill Road. Two occupants of the vehicle were airlifted to UK Medical Center in Lexington. Livingston Fire Department responded with Squad 32, Rescue 33, and 3 firefighters. Also on scene were the Mount Vernon Fire Department, Broadhead Fire Department, Rockcastle EMS, Laurel County EMS, PHI Air Medical, Air Methods Medical, and the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Department. For much of our viewing area may be in for a rough patch the next few days, starting tonight. The National Weather Service has issued a hazardous weather outlook for much of eastern Kentucky, including our viewers over in Estill County, in Powell County, Rockcastle, Jackson, Laurel, Lee, Owsley, and several other counties in the eastern part of the state. Sam Ryan will have more on that here in just a few moments. And the Kentucky State Police, the KSP Richmond Post, has been requested by the Garrett County Police Department to investigate an officer-involved shooting that occurred shortly after 10:30 p.m. on December 26th in Garrett County. KSP Post 7 troopers and detectives responded to the scene on Harrington Way in Garrett County. The subject was transported to the University of Kentucky Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. KSP Post 7 is conducting the ongoing investigation, and the Garrett County Police Department, Lancaster Police Department, and the Garrett County EMS assisted KSP at the scene. KSP has statewide jurisdiction and investigates officer-involved shootings throughout the Commonwealth as requested by local law enforcement agencies. A new park honoring veterans and first responders is a new proposal on the table for the city of Richmond. The site is the former National Guard Armory on 2nd Street, a building that had potential, however, is unfortunately beyond repair at this point, according to city officials. WBON-TV has been following the fate of the Armory for several years, and now it seems there may be a solution. City Commissioner Mike Brewer had strong feelings regarding the fate of the long-standing building, but it seems this new green space would be quite exciting. With the story, here is WBON-TV News Director Marissa Hempel.
It's the marrying of two topics that have been discussed often on WBON-TV with city commissioners and city officials: the old Armory building on 2nd Street and the need for more parks and green space in Madison County. According to City Commissioner Mike Brewer, it's recently been put on the table to kill two birds with one stone and possibly get a new park coming to 2nd Street.
When we had our studies come back, it was found that it had asbestos, had a lot of water damage and mold, and it was going to take a lot to refurbish that building and then to maintain it and not have to come back 5 or 10 years later and redo it again. Most of the people know that I like to preserve history, and I'm not for tearing down or changing the face of our history by doing that. But in this case, we don't have any options and the building needs to go. And with our ARP money available, which none of this comes out of our general fund budget, it comes out of that ARPA money because it falls in the area where you can spend that money. We have talked many times about doing a Veterans Park, and this is the perfect location because that's exactly who it's catered to.
Commissioner Brewer says there are many other options, but the building is just unusable at this point, and this seems like the most logical and community-friendly way to transform the area that is strategically located on 2nd Street. He paints a picture of what exactly can be expected with this new proposed park.
It's going to have plenty of green space to it. It's going to have a basketball court along with kind of a seating type area around it. What we have talked many times, Commissioner McDaniel and myself, is that we want to make sure that the veterans are seen and the theaters that they have served in are represented in this park. And we also want to pay tribute to our first responders that, as we will know, and just in the news in the past couple weeks, frontline workers, and we all depend on them. It's just going to be a very nice addition to that area and that community.
Although the park is just a proposition at this point, Brewer says he is confident that this will pass and the green space will be available.
I don't see any objections from any of the community itself and from the commission and mayor. We've all seen the proposal by the city manager. I think it'll go out and bid in January. Once it's tore down, I think it will move rather quickly to get the park itself built for our veterans and first responders and the public in general and all around Richmond and Madison County to come visit. It is time for us to show exactly how we feel about our community in that area and helping them. So I've been very lucky to be part of this Veterans Memorial, start from World War I and come all the way up to Desert Storm and represent all of them. And it showed, from the new soldier now to those that served back in World War I, Korea, World War II, all of it. And I think this is a good thing that we're going to do. We want people to come from everywhere to visit this park.
At the end of this year, WBON-TV wants to extend gratitude to those city commissioners and city officials who work hard to honor those, especially, as Brewer said, on the front lines. Stay tuned, as WBON-TV later this week will have a wrap-up from City Commissioner Ed McDaniel about some of the big headlines that made waves here in the city of Richmond. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa. We'll have weather, sports, and more of those local stories you want to hear when we come back. It's WBON-TV live at 5 here on Channel 9.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
Here are some helpful tips to get your house ready for winter. Make sure your filter is changed. Typical locations are at your air handler or furnace, and a filter grill or an air cleaner like this. If you have other accessories on your system, like UV lights or a humidifier, now would be the time to service those. Make sure your ceiling fans are set to clockwise rotation. Go ahead and close those foundation vents. Disconnect your garden hoses from your outdoor spigots. Have Madison HVAC keep you warm this winter. Give us a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Back here on Live at 5 on Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you on this Wednesday edition here on WBON TV, where every local story starts here. As we prepare to celebrate the new year, we may want to keep those umbrellas and rain jackets close by. Sam has all the details on what we can expect throughout the evening and into the weekend.
Thank you, Michael. From the Madison HVAC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan. Had a few showers out there early on. Nice little break in the action, but we do have some more precipitation moving through this evening, tapering off by Thursday morning. Clouds may linger until about the lunch hour, then a few peaks of sunshine possible, with temperatures still well above the average here. Looking at high of around 63 degrees Thursday afternoon. Now I want to highlight as we move forward into New Year's Eve, there's a slight risk of severe weather. Now the Storm Prediction Center highlighting areas of the Commonwealth down in the southwestern sections of the state and down through southern and western, Tennessee. We'll have that slight risk of all modes of severe weather possible Friday and into Saturday morning. So notice that keeps it just down to our southwest. We're under a marginal threat in the darker shade of green, and then a slight risk again Saturday. Now, even if we don't get the severe weather, still a lot of small-scale features yet to resolve themselves. This storm system right now is off the coast of California, so it's got a ways to go, but we are looking at the threat also of heavy rainfall in the reds that's pushing 4, possibly even 5 inches. So again, a batch of rain moving through this evening, and then we'll see that taper off, a break in the action, followed by those showers and storms starting to move in sometime Friday evening and lingering all the way through Saturday with several rounds possible, again leading to that heavy rain threat. High temperatures topping out around 66 Friday before those storms move in. Have to watch out for that severe potential, especially down across the southern sections of the state. Sunday then, things drastically cool down. That cold front finally moves through the area. Highs will drop into the 30s we go. Might even have a few snowflakes mix in sometime Sunday morning. Back into sunshine, and we start to moderate our temperatures just a bit heading into the middle part of next week. That's a look at your Greater Richmond area weather forecast. WBON TV 9 meteorologist Sam Ryan.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. Check our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Well, counties in the WBON viewing area are eligible for low-interest loans from the SBS, but time is running out. The SBA reminds businesses that January 24th of 2022 is the filing deadline for federal economic injury disaster loans in Kentucky due to several storms, flooding, landslides, and mudslides that occurred in February and March of 2021. Small businesses, small agricultural cooperatives, small business engaged in agriculture, and private nonprofit organizations located in many Kentucky counties, including the following in our area: Bourbon, Breathitt, Clark, Estill, Fayette, Garrett County, Jackson, Jessamine County, Laurel, Lee, Madison County, Montgomery, Owsley, Powell, Rockcastle, Wolfe County, and many more. Working capital disaster loans up to $2 million are available at 3% for small businesses and 2% for private nonprofit organizations with terms up to 30 years. The loans are intended to pay fixed debts, payroll accounts, payable, and other expenses that could have been paid had the disaster not occurred. To be considered for this assistance, eligible entities need to apply by the January 24th deadline. Businesses may obtain information and loan applications by calling the SBA's Customer Service Center at 1-800-659-2955. Loan applications can also be downloaded at sba.gov/disaster. According to the Madison County EMA CSIP, siren testing will be changing at the first of the new year. Testing will now only take place on the first Saturday of each month at 12 noon. And the Jessamine County Public Library is asking you to drop your drawers in order to help school children who may suffer accidents while at school. According to a post by the library, a total of 54 public libraries across the state are participating in the Drop Your Drawers at the Library for preschool and elementary age children. Dave Pilkey, best known as the author of the Captain Underpants book series, is supporting the cause by contributing his artwork to the Kentucky Public Library campaign. You can drop off your new unopened packages of underwear for both boys and girls, sizes 4 to 16, at the Jessamine County Public Library Children's Desk before this Thursday, December 30th. The library also has an Amazon wish list page set up to make it easier to donate remotely. The underpants will be distributed to family resource centers and the 6 Jessamine County public elementary schools. Folks, we appreciate you joining us on this Wednesday edition of Live at 5. When we come back, we'll get to the latest scores from some of our local high school basketball teams, and one legendary sports figure has passed away. That and more coming your way here on Channel 9.
I've been asked many times what's really the difference between calling just any plumber or calling a pro at Fast Flow for your underground pipe repairs. Then I got a sweet tooth and it hit me. Here's Maddie and Blake to demonstrate. Most plumbers will dig up your entire yard, making a mess that's costly and unsightly. Fast Flow will dig 2 holes and use the existing pipe as a guide to install the new, stronger liner, and you get a 20-year warranty. It's a piece of cake, right guys?
Call Pro Fast Flow!
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@wbontv.com or message us on WBON TV Facebook.
Back here on WBON TV Channel 9. While we won't have any WBON TV games this week, as we enter into the new year, we look forward to being back out to see some of the great local players and teams in the area. Even though we don't have any games live, several of our teams are in action on the road, playing in some holiday tournaments. Here's our sports update for today. Madison Central dropped their second straight game in the White Greer Maggard Holiday Classic last night, losing to Woodford County 55-54. The Indians, who have primarily used just 5 players during the tournament, started to wear down late in games, and last night Jalen Davis led the team in scoring with 15 points. Will Harden scored 14 points and added 7 rebounds, while Robbie Todd added a 13-point, 6-rebound game as well. The loss for Central is their 4th loss of the year, 3 of those coming to teams in the top 20 in the state, 2 of those coming to 2 top 5 teams in the state in number 5 GRC and number 1 Ballard. Those 2 teams, GRC and Ballard, will meet tonight in the White Greer Maggard Holiday Classic Championship game. You can watch that game over at our friends Prep Spin. They'll have the coverage for you for that championship game this evening. Madison Southern got back in the win column yesterday as well, defeating Washington County in the Campbellsville Holiday Classic 80-69. Braden Hudson lit up the score column like it was lights on a tree with 31 points in the game. Jay Rose added 13 for the Eagles, who will play Marshall County today at 5:30. And the undefeated record for the Berea Lady Pirates came to an end last night in the Ohio River Classic. The Lady Pirates dropped their first game of the year to Heritage out of Maryville, Tennessee, 46-28. Berea couldn't get anything going offensively, shooting just 25.6% from the field in the loss. Chesney Lovins led the team with 12 points, but no other Lady Pirate player scored more than 6. Berea will be back at home on January 4th when it takes on Tates Creek. And even though it's not a local sports story, last night, legendary broadcaster and NFL head coach John Madden passed away at the age of 85. Madden first caught fame after a great 10-year run as the head coach of the Oakland Raiders before becoming a broadcaster. But amongst people my age, he's most famous for the Madden football game. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins. That game tonight in Lexington is going to be a big one. We'll also have for you tomorrow on the newscast a preview of the EKU games coming up on Friday. Well, Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams reminds Kentuckians who wish to update their political party affiliation to do so by December 31st in order to be eligible to vote in the May 17, 2022 primary election. If you are currently a registered voter and want to vote in a political party's primary election next May, by law you must be registered to vote in that party by this Friday, December 31st, said Adams. Anyone wishing to update party affiliation or any other voter information can visit sos.ky.gov, click on Elections, and select Register to Vote. In each regular session of the General Assembly since he took office, Adams has asked legislators to extend the party switch deadline to closer to the primary election date. It's now time for our final commercial break here on the newscast, folks. Appreciate you joining us here on this Wednesday. We'll get right back to you on the other side of this break. It's live at 5 on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Veterans Contracting now has ProScan. ProScan is 5 times faster than traditional manual roofing estimates. Using ProScan, Veterans Contracting can give you a 100% virtual experience. Touch-free, hassle-free, and appointment-free, using 3D modeling to measure and scan your roof with our state-of-the-art drone technology. Be prepared for storm damage with a pre-loss scan. ProScan, where trust starts with transparency. Call for your ProScan roof analysis, 859-382-3430. Veterans Contracting, specializing in roofing.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry at 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. So this holiday season, we have men's jewelry, rings, chains, ladies' jewelry, we have vintage jewelry, and don't forget we always have Kentucky agate. If you've got hard to shop for people in your family, come to Leeds Jewelry. We're nationally known, we're locally owned. Merry Christmas.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Back here on Live at 5 on 9, Michael Watkins filling in for Gwendolyn Morton here on this Wednesday edition. You know, it's crazy to think that something new that we had never heard of before 2 years ago now seems to be a part of everyday conversation. That's COVID-19, and if yesterday's news from the governor was any indication, it's not going away anytime soon. Yesterday, Governor Beshear reported 4,297 new COVID-19 cases, which is the highest since September 28th, bringing the state total to now over 850,000 cases. The governor says the state is seeing a 12.61% positivity rate, the highest since September 19th. Of Tuesday's new cases, 734 are in kids 18 or younger. There are currently 1,330 Kentuckians hospitalized with COVID-19, 342 in the ICU, and 203 on a ventilator. You can see on the statewide map that we refer to often, most of the state has trended back into the dangerous red zone. So everyone, please be vigilant and do your part in the fight. As we look at that statewide map, folks, we can see that there are a few counties that are still in the orange, but here in Madison County today, back up in the red, 52.5%, where we have continued to linger around for quite some time. We appreciate you joining us here on this Wednesday edition. We'll see you back here tomorrow, same time and same place at 5 p.m. for your Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV, where every local story starts here.